It's playoff time in high school girls basketball. Tonight on CCX, a Section 5 4A semifinal matchup between the number 4 seed, the Champlin Park Rebels, and the number 1 seed, the Maple Grove Crimson. Hello and welcome to Maple Grove High School. John Jacobson along with Ryan Iverson and Allie Mosley. And it's been a great season, Ryan, for Maple Grove, the top seed. 19 wins in a row and now 23-4 on the season.
Well, that's pretty unbelievable. And you talk about, they graduated a great class last year, John. So this group of girls has really come in. They've taken advantage of their opportunity. 19 straight wins. I don't care who you're playing. That takes a lot of great play and great effort, collective effort. So riding on a great high right now, and they got to keep it going. 2 games away from making it to the state tournament.
Champlin Park under 500 on the season, slumped late in the regular season with 7 losses in a row. But they were able to right the ship against Mounds View and get a win. And Coach Art Crutch says, you know, our girls a lot of times will get up for big games. And obviously this is a big game tonight. And they took Maple Grove to overtime last time.
Well, and we talk about it too. Losses during the regular season are okay sometimes. If you learn from them and you improve and you get better. And they beat a solid Mounds View team. And, you know, they played Maple Grove, you know, really tight in one of their contests. So I think they're coming into tonight saying, hey, we got nothing to lose. We've played this team. We've played them close. Let's go get it. And they're coming with a lot of confidence. And they have a lot of talent, too, a lot of balanced talent on their team. So it should be a fun game tonight.
A lot of seniors, too, on both sides. But Champlin Park, good veteran leadership, and that might play out tonight. We'll look at one of those seniors as our key player tonight. Alicia Bates, who tied her season high for points against Mounds View in the quarterfinals.
When you talk about being a senior and playing, you know, big players make big plays in big games. 16 points, season high last week. They're going to need her tonight. So one of the things I'm looking at tonight is, can Champlin Park score with Maple Grove? Can they take care of the basketball, and can they score? And she's going to have a big role in that. She's going to take care of the ball. She's got to distribute, but she also has to be a little selfish tonight, look to score. You know, she was great at getting to the basket earlier. She's kind of developed a nice outside shot, so they're going to need a well-rounded game from her tonight to compete.
For Maple Grove, Kennedy Click had an injury earlier this season, late in the season, missed a couple of weeks, rounding back into shape now. But when she's on, she's a really good player, their second leading scorer.
Well, she's so smooth, too. This is the way she plays, is smooth. She's a great passer. I think at times almost too unselfish. She could be a really, really good scorer, but she does such a great job at distributing and kind of giving this Crimson team whatever they need. And very athletic. She competes, you know, in the top level AAU in the summer. So she's used to playing against the best, and she's really developed into a great talent and a number of really good players on Maple Grove, but she's a big cog in their offense and making them go.
The winner tonight moves on to Anoka High School Thursday night for the Section 5 championship. We'll take time out and we'll come back with the tip-off. Champlin Park, Maple Grove Section Girls Basketball next on CCX. Couple minutes away from tip-off tonight, Champlin Park, Maple Grove, Section Girls Basketball on CCX. Let's go sideline now to Allie Mosley.
Yeah, guys, you touched on it. It was over a month ago. These two teams last met. It went into overtime, 8 points. Maple Grove won by. But the difference here tonight is the addition of Kennedy Click, who was out in that game with an injury, but the absence tonight of Claire Stern. She put up 12 points in that game, but she is now out for the season with a back injury. I asked Coach Cook about having Kennedy back in for this matchup, and he said, look, it's so great to have her back. Besides the fact that she averages 12 points a game, she's an additional ball handler that we have on the floor to really help manage creating opportunities. And Champlin Park knows it. Coach Crutch telling me, look, Click is going to get her hers just as much as some of our girls will, but they feel very confident in their game plan to put Nikki Lillard on her, as these two girls have grown up playing basketball against each other, so they know each other's guard play well. Now for Ava Holman, who we find out will not play tonight. She's the second leading scorer for Champlin Park. She's been dealing with a kind of a nagging knee injury all season long. Coach calling it jumper's knee. She did play against Mounds View. She had 5 points, 11 rebounds, but tonight she just can't make it happen. So I asked Coach, how does this shake up your game plan? And he said, very simply, we move on, guys.
All right, thanks very much. And Ryan, that's what you have to do. You hoped you'd have everybody healthy at the end of the year, but so often in any sport, you get to the playoffs and you're going to have somebody that's out, and whether it's Ava Holman or Claire Stern or whoever, you deal with the hand you're dealt and you move on.
And you don't have a choice, right? I mean,
right.
And that's also why sports are so great, John. It's like life. Sometimes you get dealt some icky situations. You got to adapt and figure it out, and someone else has to step up and fill that void. Not easy to do.
We'll take a break. We'll come back, give you the starting lineups, and then the first half of play. The Rebels and the Crimson next on CCX.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. As veterans, we can tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. But you've never been interested in easy. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Welcome back to Maple Grove High School as we get ready for some great Section 5 for a girls basketball semifinal. Maple Grove Crimson and your Champlin Park Rebels. We get set here to look at the starting lineup.
Ryan, perfectly taking over my job, and I appreciate it.
I could
indisposed for a moment.
I think I'm ready for some play-by-play here.
You're on. Let's look at the starters for the Rebels. 11-15 on the season, 8-11 in the Northwest Suburban Conference, and again the number 4 seed for this Section 5 tournament. Their guards, Nicole Lillard, a junior, Amelia Valentino, a senior, Michaela Counts, a senior, Alicia Bates, a senior, and Izzy John, very capable post players, their center, also a senior. And for Maple Grove, Kyla Overski, a senior, headed to Wisconsin Eau Claire next year. The freshman Jordan Odie at another guard position, Kennedy Click and Ari Gordon, junior and senior respectively, and Emma Cans, the senior 6'1" post player for Maple Grove. Look at the bracket for Section 5. Maple Grove with that 23-4 record, 22-4 coming into the postseason, earned that number 1 seed. They get to tonight's game. Roseville, the number 2 seed, really struggled against Park Center. Just beat them by 2. They are taking on Spring Lake Park in the other semifinal tonight at Roseville. And again, the winners meet Thursday night at 7 at Anoka High School for the championship and a spot in the state tournament.
Well, no disrespect to anyone in this section, but I can tell you Maple Grove's not sad that they don't have to go through St. Michael Albertville anymore in the section. How many years where they have great teams and they go up against great, Elk River or great St. Michael Albertville teams too. So Maple Grove certainly right now the class of this section and really proved it all year long. 19 games in a row. That's just
crazy.
That's just remarkable.
Their last loss right before Christmas against STMA.
Yep. Yeah, so they're undefeated this year.
Yes, that's right.
It's crazy how fast the season went too. It seems like we're just wrapping football up, getting into basketball, and here we are already into the playoffs, and always such a fun time of year, especially the area we get to cover, girls and boys, so much talent. And
Coach?
Yes, Coach.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can't turn a weekend, a college basketball weekend, without seeing people we've covered too.
Right,
it's kind of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, I saw Izzy John's parents tonight. And, of course, they've had both Alex and Theo that went through the boys program. Saw Theo over the weekend with Duke.
Is there a big game there? Or
Just a little bit. Could you have afforded what they were asking for tickets for that one, Ryan?
Not on my CCX. Maybe if I was play-by-play, maybe.
Right.
But, yeah, we just looked at Mark Cook there. I can't believe he's in his 17th year already. He was only 11 when he was first hired. But done an awesome job as always here at Maple Grove.
And the opening tap controlled by Maple Grove. Yeah, and talking to him before the game, I think he feels like if his girls play well, they should win this game, right? I mean, they played well. They've beaten this team twice before. But he said, Champlin Park plays us tough, and they did this year as the first basket of the game goes to Odie.
And to give you his, such coach mind frame, I said, kind of looking ahead to Thursday, I'm like, who would you rather play? And he said, no. We got to take care of tonight first. So classic coach speak, not looking past an opponent ever.
Lillard into the lane. Ball goes to the corner. It was the last touched by. Referees will confer and say off with Champlin Park. Turnover for the Rebels on their first possession.
Yeah, and Odie with that first basket, she's big, 5'11". She's got great length, averaging in double figures. Only a ninth grader too, so she's only going to get better and better.
Nice little hesitation move, drive to the basket. They'll finish there for Click. Ball out of bounds off of Champlin Park.
And we talked about it in the pregame, but she's just smooth. Her moves, the way she handles the ball, her step through, she's just very smooth offensively.
They go into Click over Lillard, and Click able to score. A 5'10" junior makes it 4-0 Crimson. Attacking, but a little too strong on the drive to the basket was Bates. Back it comes to Maple Grove. Pass broken up by Lillard.
Yeah, and even though they missed that, I like Champlin Park trying to get down in a hurry, try to get something in transition. Maple Grove very good in their half-court defense. And if you can get a good look, it looked like she stumbled right as she was about to shoot that, but got into the heart of the defense there.
Odie to Click. Back out top. Gordon goes in to Cans. Short jumper not good. Tipped by Gordon, but controlled by Valentino. And the Rebels have it, looking for their first points in their third possession.
And you can tell Maple Grove trying to establish inside early. All their baskets have kind of come at the rim.
Nice little handoff and then layup for Bates, but a great pass by Izzy John.
And you can see Bates, like we talked about, developed a good shot, but she is so good at getting to the basket, attacks so hard.
Gordon has it knocked away, ball on the floor, and it's taken away by Champlin Park.
Great hustle.
Counts their leading scorer on the season with over 1,000 career points earlier this year. Bates will drive again, missed the shot, Cans rebounds. Outlets to Odie into the front court. Click, little spin move, has the baseline jumper short, rebounded by Gordon. Turns around in the paint. John got a piece of that. It's Champlin Park basketball.
Nice job by Izzy John that time, getting a hand up, getting a piece of that without fouling, too. Great contest.
Lillard will hand off to Valentino. Counts, so high arcing three, not good. Through the hands of the Crimson, taken back by Champlin Park for a moment, and then ends up in the hands of Maple Grove again. Click will walk it up. Rebels had another shot on it, couldn't convert. Click will drive and gets fouled.
Yeah, she's so solid too, going left. Obviously left-handed. If I'm defending Kennedy Click, I'm trying to take that left hand away, but she does such a good job of kind of baiting you to the right and coming back to the left. Easier said than done.
Yeah, sometimes hard to overplay the one hand when you see the move, right?
Remember we did the Maple Grove Wayzata game earlier in the year, John, and Coach Cook was telling us that Kyla Overski was the best shooter he's ever seen, and we were both like, really? And then she came out and had about 6 threes in that game, so.
A couple of tries for Odie underneath, couldn't convert, but it's off of Champlin Park, and so the Crimson keep possession.
I'll tell you, Izzy doing her best Theo John impersonation there, blocking everything, challenging every shot, doing a great job too without fouling.
Good inbound to Cans, and she gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Well, what made that play was the anticipation of Kennedy Click. She threw it about a second earlier when the defender wasn't looking, and I love that. So many people, they wait till you're open, and then by that time it's too late. She did a great job of leading Emma Cans to the basket there.
First free throw up and good. Senior hits them both, and it's 6-2 Maple Grove. Just over 3 minutes played here in the first half. Lillard out top. She'll drive down the lane and gets fouled by Click, and Nicole Lillard will shoot 2.
Yeah, I like the offense that the Rebels are running. They're kind of going to that high post right at the free throw line, and girls are just cutting off of it. You can see a nice job using that quickness by Lillard. Able to almost get a 3-point play opportunity there.
Our first substitutes of the night. Audrey Corman in for Maple Grove, and Mariah Pates for Champlin Park, as Lillard makes both. Here's Odie. Hand off and shot off the glass, too strong for Overski. Out of bounds. Valentino couldn't save it.
I'll tell you, when you're on the road and you're playing a favorite, a #1 seed, you can't give up anything easy. And I think Champlin Park has done an excellent job of that so far, just contesting everything, making every shot hard.
Gordon's shot not good. Follow-up won't go. Another try. This time it's Corman. That won't go. Gordon had it shot up and gets fouled. So they get 4 cracks at it. In the end, Ari Gordon will get 2 free throws.
And you hear Coach Crutch is talking right now to his team. We got to rebound. You got to box out. You can't stand and watch. And I'll tell you, guards sometimes have a tendency to just watch all the action going on down there. Maple Grove with a clear height advantage. You can see them attacking that offensive glass.
In and out on Gordon's first try. There's Art Crutch, second year as head coach, as an assistant at Park Center. Their state championship years, middle of the last decade. Some great teams, great players that he helped coach and develop. Second one also up and good, or second one is good for Gordon at first point.
Yeah, he's done a nice job here at Champlin Park. His kids play really, really hard. You can tell they're well coached by how smart they are and how hard they play.
You know, 4 of their 5 starters are seniors, but the bench players in the rotation, all underclassmen, plus Abel Holman, who's out tonight, a sophomore. So they've got some decent players coming back next year. And Lillard, the one player that will be back that's a starter. Shot by Valentino from outside, not good. Bates gets it. It counts. Didn't like the defense in front of her, gave it to Lillard, now it counts. Valentino, left corner, this one too strong, a rebound by Counts. You put this one up. That won't go, but she got fouled. And Michaela Counts will go to shoot 2.
And Champlin Park giving a little of their own medicine back to Maple Grove. They're pounding the offensive glass. They get 3 opportunities. And that's one of the things when you contest a jump shot, you're always coached and taught, don't foul, right? Just contest it. Right, a coach in college, Mike Bray, that always said, if we fouled a jump shooter, he'd say, how many shots have you blocked? And he'd say, none. So what are you jumping for, right? Just get a hand up.
The free throws off and rebounded by Overski, and Maple Grove back into the front court. It was Click. Hand off back to Overski. First 3 tried tonight. Back iron not good, and rebounded by Gordon. Corman on the block, turns, goes through the lane, a nice move and scores.
Really nice move. What she did, she got great length with her steps. She went from the right side of the lane all the way over to finish with her left hand in about 1 dribble and big steps. Nice move.
5-point lead, Counts. Put up the jumper and hit. First basket tonight for the Rebels senior, 9-6. Maple Grove. Odie and a Click, had it knocked away by Bates, and steal for Champlin Park.
When you get the feeling too, John, the longer Champlin Park can keep this close, right, the more they're going to believe that they can get this done.
Bates has it blocked by Odie. Transition ahead to Click underneath. And then Pates blocking the shot of Corman.
What a block, what a pass, first of all, but great recovery by Pates, too, getting those long arms up there, getting a piece of that.
One of the young players that talked about, she's just a sophomore, gets the block, and then the ball goes out of bounds off of Maple Grove.
Yeah, but look at this pass, just feeds it right through, but great recovery. That's what you love. You love, especially when you have that kind of length where you can alter shots without having any contact on the body, too.
A foul, I think, away from the ball on Champlin Park. It's going to be on Valentino.
A moving screen. She was setting a back screen and moved a little bit. They caught her on it.
Natalia Tolentino, sophomore, into the lineup now for Champlin Park. Ava Cassette came in at the last whistle, number 23, handling the ball right now for Maple Grove. Odie finding Corman. Nice little spin move. Missed the shot, though, and rebounded by Counts.
She missed it, but great move. Great little shot fake and step through. Beautiful move. All that Jelly John and no toast. Great move.
I watch college basketball, and I see a player miss a shot after a spin move, and I think of you every time. All jelly, no toast. Lillard to put up a three, in and out. Rebound underneath, though. Tolentino up and in.
Wow, nice job off the bench. Only a sophomore. Great offensive rebound, and then the wherewithal to go right back up with it.
And we get a blocking foul here on Bates on the drive.
And Lillard surprised to find herself open. Just almost knocked it down, but a great offensive rebound finish on the other side. Champlin Park doing a nice job here.
Now, foul on Bates is her second. See if Coach Crutch sticks with her here. Almost a turnover, but Maple Grove able to keep possession.
You just feel like Bates is kind of like the engine, right?
Cassette has it stolen away, and Counts has it for Champlin Park.
You see how fast Bates plays, too. She kind of keeps the speed up for Champlin Park. So if you trust her not to get that third foul.
The drive here, too strong. Lillard rebounds, up not good. Ball tapped around. And we'll get a tie-up, jump ball. Good Champlin Park possession.
I love, you love high school sports where you love the playoffs. It's just great effort by both teams, diving on the floor, fighting for every possession. You know it matters to them.
Hands over, Ski back in for Maple Grove. And John for Champlin Park. Rebels looking to take the lead here. Counts. Not off the three, goes back out with the pass to Lillard. Valentino. See John back down. Cans missed the shot. And rebounded by Odie.
Both teams, that time Cans especially, just again defending the post without fouling, doing a great job of it.
Right to the basket and one. Odie at the first points of the game, gets two more, trying to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, only a ninth grader too. Nice, you see that little hesitation there. Came off of it, paused for just a second, and then exploded by and had the strength to take the contact and finish too. She's going to be a great one here.
Jaden Spann, sophomore number 33, in for Champlin Park. That's two fouls now on Izzy John. It's not good. Cans had a hand on it, trying to track it down in the corner. But off of her, and it'll be Rebel basketball.
Oh, good hustle.
Just over 8 minutes played here in the first half. Cook had a hand on it, but couldn't quite complete the steal. Here's Lillard. Valentino on the cut, goes Bates to the hoop and in.
Great finish, great cut, great pass. That is great offense. You get overplayed, you go back door.
Odie goes to the basket, missed the shot, out of bounds off the Rebels.
Yeah, I love this play. See you getting overplayed back door, but how about the finish? That is not easy to do, John. You're going hard the opposite way of the hoop, able to throw it over her shoulder, get the roll. Big time play.
Click inbounds. Over ski to Gordon. And back down Bates, but short on her shot. Cams rebounds. That gets blocked and out of bounds. Blocked by Span. And it's off Maple Grove last.
And again, just every shot getting contested. Giving up some height, I think, but still just doing a really good job of being physical and doing it without fouling down there.
I think they're letting a little bit go. I'm not saying that everything's a foul, but I think they're letting some of the physical play good, which I'm fine with.
Yep, absolutely.
With almost a steal there. Lillard gets it instead. She'll go to the basket and score.
Well, that's twice now Kennedy Click has been this close to getting a steal and maybe a transition basket. And both times have led to baskets for Champlin Park, and they take the lead here.
12-11 Rebels. 3 by Overski and hit the top of the basket inside of bounds. Looking for her first points yet tonight.
Yeah, she's gotten 2 pretty good looks there, just a little short on that one, but she's one of those, if she'll keep shooting. She's got that short-term amnesia, which you have to be a great shooter. Expects every shot to go in, and most of the time they do.
Will Lillard, good look at a 3, in and out, and then off Span and out of bounds.
That's the second one for Champlin that's been halfway down and just rimmed out.
Inside, Odie has to come back out. Gordon, tough little runner in the lane. That doesn't go, out of bounds. Off for Gordon.
I like what Maple Grove's doing. They feel like they got an advantage with Odie being guarded by Alicia Bates, giving up quite a bit of height, plus Alicia has 2 fouls, so they're going to her, but Alicia's holding her own down there. Forced Odie to get rid of it and make the pass out of it.
Lillard in the corner. Counts will put up a 3, too strong, rebounded by Click. Odie again against Bates. Little spin, turn, shot, not good, out of bounds. An empty possession for Maple Grove. Mark Cook has seen enough of this and wants a timeout.
Well, it seems like, John, that Maple Grove's rushing some of those shots down by the basket. They've been short on a number of them. And I like the timeout by Coach Cook here, just kind of settling them down. Hey, let's get to doing what we do best here. Let's make our shots. Let's be efficient. But you got to love the way Champlin Park has come out on the road here tonight, battling and really contesting shots on defense.
Nicole Lillard with 4 points. Alicia Bates, 4 points so far early for Champlin Park to lead them in scoring. Odie with 4, and nobody else for the Crimson with more than 2 so far.
Yeah, and I think this kind of lower scoring physical game, I think it favors Champlin Park. Maple Grove loves to get out and run, and they have such good depth, and they can shoot threes, and Champlin Park's done a nice job of taking the threes away and, again, battling down low. Kind of mucking the game up a little bit, and I think it's exactly the kind of game that Champlin Park wanted to have, and they're doing it. They're executing.
And Coach Crutch, and I alluded to it in the pregame, said we can play with a lot of teams. They played an excellent game against Rogers just a couple of weeks ago, ended up losing. As we mentioned a couple of times, losing to Maple Grove here, but a close one. These girls aren't intimidated by this this setting and this opponent.
And that's half of it, right? When you're not scared and you're confident, you can beat anyone on any given night. You just got to believe, and that's why I said I think the more Champlin Park can hang around here, keep this close or even take the lead, they're going to believe they're going to win this game, and that's half the battle.
Fouls on Gordon, her first, team's third. Champlin Park with 16 fouls already.
Yeah, and if I'm Maple Grove, I take advantage of that, right? Attacking, trying to get to the bonus if I can.
Bates with a 3, too strong. And corralled in the corner by Overski. Quick, lost the dribble, is able to hand the ball off to Odie. Odie driving in, great dish. She drew the double team and hands is wide open.
Yeah, only a freshman. I thought she was going to maybe force a tough shot there as the help came over. And at the last second, just a great pass to Emma Cans, who's wide open for a layup. Nice, easy basket for Maple Grove there. Great pass.
Odie started playing as an 8th grader. We think she could be one of the best in program history by the time she's done.
Well, you can tell the confidence, too, she plays with. Attacking the basket.
Overski for 3, and that one's good. There you go with that short-term memory, right?
And you love it. And you love the confidence, and you can see with how well, her shooting percentage from 3 is unreal. Missed those first 2. That time got squared up, took her time, and nailed it.
So just like that, 5 quick points for Maple Grove, and they're in the lead.
Coaches love that after a timeout when you execute back-to-back like that. You feel like you're a great coach, right, after that?
Bates, hand it back off for Lillard. Grove picking it up on the defensive end here, counts, put it on the floor, puts up her dribble, back to Lillard. Into the paint, a lot of contact there, and she gets fouled.
There's the last couple of baskets for Maple Grove. Watch this pass. That's just a great pass. That's where Michaela Counts has to come over and help from the weak side, and Overski that time comes off the screen. No one steps up. She takes her time, nails it.
Lillard's first free throw around the rim and down. Audrey Corman into the lineup for Maple Grove. Garrett Hogue also in, number 15, her first appearance tonight, 5'5" senior. Lillard's got 4 free throws in the basket, and Champlin Park back to within 2. Corman put it on the floor. Out on the left wing, and then Odie will back it out toward midcourt. Quick. A little separation on Lillard. Off the glass, up and good. Got a little bit of size advantage and uses that there.
Yeah, she does a great job of kind of ducking that shoulder, but not in an offensive foul type of way, just to create a little bit of space to get that shot off with her length. Again, plays at that smooth pace, too.
Off the glass, but not good on the shot by Pates. Comes Maple Grove on the run, click to the basket, a lot of bodies on the floor, and we're going to get offensive foul on Click.
Looked like the referee just thought about it for a few seconds. That was one of those tough ones, could have gone either way. Nice job. I couldn't see who stepped in and took the contact. Here we'll get to see it. Great job stepping in. And I'll tell you, as a teammate, when you're guarding the perimeter and knowing that your teammates have your back and are going to stand in there, because taking a charge never feels good, John. It's one of the most painful things you can do, and it's completely selfless. Moving screen.
Second one on Champlin Park tonight.
I think they got Pates that time, setting a high ball screen.
So that's her first. Mary Gordon back in for Maple Grove. Olivia Mell in at that last whistle for Champlin Park, number 11. Hogue. She'll drive it to the basket. And Kara Hogue with the hoop.
Yeah, and that all set up by a great jab. Jab into her left, and then no help defense. No one helped to stop the ball. She able to get all the way to the rim for one of the few easy baskets for Maple Grove tonight.
Counts gets fouled by Gordon. So 2 on Gordon now. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be on Hogue. Hogue, it's only her first. And team foul number 6, but it's a shooting foul, and Counts will go to the line.
Counts averaging just under 14 a game, leading scorer for Champlin Park. Very good shooter, but you can see also a good ability too to get to the rim.
Bates back in for Champlin Park, and Mel out. Second one short, rebounded by Odie. Crimson trying to build on this 5-point lead here. Norman puts it on the deck, too strong off the glass, and rebounded by Counts.
Well defended, but nice move. Got a good look at it.
Counts, tough runner, not good. Rebounded by Corman. Odie to the basket, floater, not good. Weak side rebound, Gordon up and in.
Yeah, and you see that so often when you get a shot from the baseline, that ball will bounce opposite. Gordon does a nice job positioning herself perfect, and I like it. She caught it, went right up. Sometimes you'll see guys will get that rebound, they take a dribble. That allows the defense to get over and contest. She went right up, able to get the second chance point.
Biggest lead of the game for Maple Grove. Now it's 7 points. Bates, and her pass sails past Tolentino and out. We see John back in for Maple Grove, or excuse me, for Champlin Park, and Cans for Maple Grove. And Nicole Willard back in, and Tolentino out for the Rebels. 22-17 Champlin Park, just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Winner moves to the section championship game Thursday against either Spring Lake Park or Roseville. Cans on the block, trying to get a defender down low. John missed the shot. It was a good look, but shot wouldn't go on. Counts rebound.
Well, great physical move, but again, Izzy John just right there, not allowing anything easy. You know, and that's different when you're getting contested like that. It's not easy to score. Great job defending that.
Long shot by Counts, didn't go. Rebounded by Odie. Champlin Park's gone cold. Odie to the basket, up and in.
That's the second time we've seen that. Just that little hesitation and then explodes to the rim. That time using her left hand to finish. You can tell she's an all-around player. Rebounds, she can bring the ball up, she can score. We've seen her have a couple of nice passes. Really a complete player.
Shot by John, not good. Gets her own rebound. Going to go up with a shot over Cans, and does, and scores.
That's not easy too. A jump hook over 6'1" defender. Nice touch and way to stay with it. Love the effort.
Her first point tonight. Not a big score for them, but she can contribute. More of a defensive, defense is a big part of her game.
Yep.
The basket shot, it's the underside of the rim by Gordon, and rebounded by Counts. Break it ahead of the corner. Lillard, 3.
Yes. Great drive and kick. You get into the paint, defense collapses, you kick it out, and Lillard doing her best Damian Lillard impersonation tonight. She is stroking it.
9 points now, the lead Champlin Park. Odie will drive again. This time gets it blocked by John and rebounded by Lillard. Rebels within 2 and some momentum within 4. Under a minute to play. Drive by Bates. Shot is short. Here's Odie in the front court for Maple Grove. Be 5 seconds left in the half. There's the hold for one here, Ryan. 25 seconds. Cans. Nope. Can drive to the basket. Nice little move. With fire, defender, and scores.
Great little shot fake. If I'm Izzy John, I just stay down. But she went for it, and a nice quick move by Emma Cans.
6 points for her now. Lillard, too strong on the shot. Follow-up won't go for John. It's out of bounds. Maple Grove will go one last shot here.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
One last possession anyway. 2 seconds left. And they will not get a shot off. And we'll go to halftime with the Crimson ahead. Led most of the half. Champlin Park had a brief lead, but they closed with a 6-point lead.
Yeah, both teams, I think, playing really well defensively. Nothing easy on either side. They've had to really earn their points. And a pretty well-played game, really, by both teams, too.
Let's go down to Alley, standing by sideline on the court.
Coach, before the game, we talked about Champlin Park's good on-ball pressure. Forced a few early turnovers, then you guys got into some rhythm. Now 6-point game at half. What'd you see in that first?
No. I mean, I think we were playing too quick on offense early on. We settled down. We got some good looks in the paint. We got to finish better. I mean, I don't know what we're shooting from about 3 feet, but it's not very good. So we got to finish better. We're up 10, 12 points right now if we finish better.
Defensively, you said you guys really needed to focus on defending longer than 2 passes. What do you want to bring from that first half into the second defensively?
Well, we got to rebound better. We forced them into some shots, and they've missed balls, but they've gotten second chance opportunities. They get 2 baskets here down the stretch, all on second chance points. We can't have that happen. So we got to be better with that.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. Guys.
Thanks, Coach Cook. We'll hear from Mark Crutch before the start of the second half. Playoff basketball on CCX Section 5 4A. Our score, Maple Grove 26, Champlin Park 20. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. Some of the student fans on hand here tonight at Maple Grove High School watching their classmates.
Good crowd tonight, too. Yeah,
lead Champlin Park 26-20 at the half. Let's look at some highlights from the first 18 minutes of play here tonight, Ryan. And, I heard some of the things Coach Cook said, we got to make sure we finish at the basket. And they can't give up baskets like this. It's a couple of nice ones here by Alicia Bates.
Yeah, she's just a little juggernaut getting to the basket. That was a nice move. And, I think both teams defensively played really well. That was really a nice driving kick and open look. And I think the only 3 for Champlin Park for
each team with just 1 free in the game.
And I really thought Odie was kind of the difference there in the first half. She really kind of got them going. Had a couple of great hesitation moves. There's in the foul. And
3 baskets for her. Kennedy Click with the basket.
What's his pass? Great pass.
Cam's a good scoring first half. And Overski, there's the lone Maple Grove 3 in the first half.
Well, I would be surprised if they try to get her going, because I think when she starts knocking 3s down, you see the leading scores there for both teams. But I think when Overski hits 3s, it's almost contagious. It gets their energy going. And for her to only have 3 shot attempts, don't be surprised if they try to get her coming off screens, try to get her some open looks.
It's Maple Grove 26, Champlin Park 20 at halftime. More Section Girls basketball.
Off your phones and watch the game.
CCX right after this.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Maple Grove leading Champlin Park 26-20 as we get ready for the start of the second half of play here at Maple Grove High School. The high seed gets the home games tonight and then the neutral site for Thursday's final. Let's go down to the floor now. Arthur Crutch with Allie Mosley.
Coach, you led at one point very briefly. This has been a very close game all the way through the first half. What was the message to the team at the second to really try to capitalize in the second half?
Just come out and play D. I'm a little frustrated with our defense right now. We're giving up some easy layups, and we're a better defensive team than that. And I told them to just keep shooting. We missed some good shots, just not falling. So we just got to keep shooting. They're going to fall for us.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks to both coaches for taking time with us. I think it's an accurate message, right?
I think for sure about the shots falling, right? They had a bunch of threes that were kind of halfway in and rolled out. So you get those to fall, but I thought for the most part defensively they were really good, challenging everything. Maybe a couple of breakdowns where they gave up some layups there, but I really thought both teams defensively, nothing was easy. Everything was challenged. Maple Grove, you look on paper, you think they got the size, they're going to be able to go down low. I thought Champlin Park did a phenomenal job of contesting and blocking shots without fouling, too. But that's why, you love playoff games because you love to see what adjustments are made, right?
Right.
Does Champlin Park try to speed it up? Maybe they try to press. Do you see a zone? Do you see, different things? You always like to see kind of the chess match that's involved in these games. And the other thing you got to keep in mind, we got a lot of seniors playing. For one of these teams, it's going to be their last ever high school game. So there's emotion that goes into that too. And you got to kind of keep that in check and execute and just play. But you don't want to have this be your last game, no matter what age you are, but especially for seniors.
Cans getting it down low to Overski, back out to Odie. First possession of the second half. Cans goes to the basket, spins out, and rebounded by John, trying to get it to the sideline. And a good job by Bates to knock it off of Odie and keep possession for the Rebels.
And again, there's that defense contesting. Look at this smart play. Oh, she was out. Her foot was out. Should be Maple Grove ball. Did you see that?
Yep.
I mean, heads up play, but her foot was definitely out of bounds.
Rebels' first possession. Lillard handing off to Counts. She's been quiet so far tonight. See if she can get it going, but well off the mark on that shot and rebounded by Overski. Here's Gordon. We'll wait for the trailer. Click. Tacks the basket high off the glass. Cans had a hand on it, couldn't control it. Now here's Bates. Bates loves to attack, too strong. And knocked away by Valentino. I think we're definitely going to get a foul here.
Bates is so fast. It's almost like her momentum is carrying her just a little too deep. Those are tough angles to try to hit. She's got great speed.
Second foul on Valentino. There are 5 players total in this game with 2 fouls, but nobody with more than 2. Overski for 3. Not good. Rebounded by John.
Well, you can see the bench starting to stand up. You know what those threes does for Maple Grove. It gets them really fired up. I would expect them to keep going back to Overski and try to get her those good looks because they believe and they know she can knock them down.
John will hand it off. Counts. Short baseline jumper up and in.
What I love that she did is she, instead of trying to attack and shoot a tough runner, right, that's contested, she kind of gathered herself, took a step back, and hit a really nice mid-range jump shot. Really, really nicely done.
So the Rebels get the first points in the second half. It's a 4-point game. Biggest lead for Champlin Park was 1. Biggest one for Maple Grove, 9. Odie attacking can't finish, and then commits a foul with a bump on Lillard. That'll be the first on Odie.
Great cut, nice entry pass there, and should have been a good shot, but again, contested. Nothing has been easy, really, for either team, but especially for Maple Grove, I think shots that they normally would get maybe uncontested, they're getting challenged, and it's getting physical too. And to your point, you said earlier, they're letting some of that bump stuff go.
Lillard shot, not good. Cans able to alter that shot. And Click lost it in the backcourt, and we'll pick it back up. No harm there. Crimson keep possession. Cans will then hand off to Click. And backs it off. Saw John in front of her and didn't want to shoot attacker there. Goes outside with the shot and missed and counts rebounds. I think a good presence there by Izzy John altered the decision. And then a drive by Counts and a finish.
A great little step through. It looked like she was going to run into a defender and just kind of snuck around her, finished with that left hand there. Beautiful move, great body control.
26-24. Cans with a shot up and in.
Showing the range. You've seen her do most of her damage down by the basket. That time just turned and faced and realized she had a little bit of space and knocked it down. I'll tell you, when you got a post player who can step out like that and knock that down, they become hard to guard.
Averages under 6 a game, which she's got 8 tonight. Valentino launch a 3. Quick rebounds. Handed off, 3 ball by Overski, short. Bates ahead, Valentino not looking, it's out of bounds.
Well, we've seen Bates a couple times throw him a little bit before the person gathering the outlet is ready. I like the idea of trying to get some transition there, but again, you see Maple Grove. Kennedy Click, nice job, a little dribble handoff, set a screen, got Overski open for a good look.
Click to Cans. Back out on the wing. Here goes Click. Baseline drive to the basket, up short, rebound, not good, and then a foul on Counts.
Yeah, I'll tell you what made that. Overski in the same motion as the rebound went up with it, so she was able to get fouled instead of just on the rebound. She's going to get 2 shot attempts out of it. Smart play.
Make it Bates on the foul. That's her 3rd.
Oh, that's big.
Overski to the line for 2.
Well, it's big for a couple reasons. That 3rd foul on Bates, but more than that, you're getting a great shooter now, a chance to go to the free throw line, maybe find her rhythm a little bit. You see that so often. Shooters struggling, they get to the free throw line, they see the ball go in. All of a sudden now that rim looks bigger.
Averages just under 14 a game. 5 points tonight. Her first 2 free throws. Maple Grove tonight, 5 of 7 from the line. And this one good on the 3 try from Valentino, her first basket tonight.
Yeah, averages 6. You can see she's got very tremendous confidence in that shot. Caught it, turned and fired and knocked it down. And that's exactly what Coach Crutch said. We expect to make some of those shots, and there they got their 3 already.
Odie from 17, too strong with the hands of Overski. And here's Bates ahead to Lillard.
Good look. Great look. When you're struggling to get good looks, sometimes if you can get out in transition, a great throw ahead. Was that Bates on the pass?
Yes.
I believe it was.
Yep.
And before she made that pass, John, that was going to be an offensive rebound and probably a basket for Overski. Bates kind of came flying in there and stole that rebound, and it led to a great pass and an easy 2.
Cans will take it to the basket, around and down.
Well, that's why you play at home, right? You want those home rolls. Good strong move. That one looked like it was going to be a little strong, and it tipped back into the rim.
Now in double figures with 10 points.
She's really been a bright spot for them offensively tonight.
John will hand off. Now John, the open 3 look, missed and rebounded by Odie. Odie drives. It gets a block by Izzy John. Quick outlet, 2-on-1 for Champlin Park. Off to Lillard. Quick contest. Got back in defensively. And Maple Grove ends up with the possession. That was good defense by Kennedy Click, hustling back into the play. And we'll get a foul on counts.
Great block by Izzy John, and not only that, but she started a great break, 2-on-1. And again, no matter what, if you're struggling on offense, defense is all about effort. So a great block there, and then how about Kennedy Click getting back into the picture right there and doing it without fouling as well. Again, I just think both teams playing so hard and contesting everything. If you like good defense, this has been a good game in my opinion.
Pates into the game, and also Anna Marcelik for the first time for Champlin Park. Miss underneath by Odie, and Corman is back in, missed on the follow-up try.
And you look at Coach Cook on the sideline, just like, guys, you are rushing these easy shots. We got to make those.
Lillard across to Marcelik. And Pates will hand off to Bates, and now to Lillard. Counts, looking at the basket. He'll take Gordon off the dribble. Gordon gets the ball. And then the follow-up went right back to Counts, and she scores.
Well, that was by Gordon, almost a great play. She blocked it. It looked like she was going to save it to her own teammate. And a great job.
Rebels within one again. Gordon gets tied up by Bates. Alternate possession, it's back to Champlin Park.
You know, I don't know how many points Bates is going to end up with, but she's fun to watch, isn't she?
Yeah.
Just kind of everywhere. She's got her nose in that ball in every play. Whether it's making a play for a teammate, driving to the basket, we've seen a rebound. She's given up a lot of height there going against Odie and just battling. She's fun to watch.
Counts. Wanted to pick up the dribble out to Lillard. Cook's got those long arms, can't get by her. Ball gets deflected inside by Corman, and a steal for Maple Grove. Cassette handing it off for Click. Pull up in the lane, too strong, rebounded by Bates.
Get a good look too, right? A little 5-footer. Just Maple Grove's just struggling to get that ball in the basket on shots they normally are really good at.
Steal by Odie, stepped in front of Bates.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Great move and a finish.
Well, I was about to say, Bates with 3 fouls. You got to be careful not to pick up that 4th. She went for the steal. That's the old Top Gun move. You hit the brakes, you go behind the back, you end up with a great layup. Great move.
Under 10 minutes to play. Lillard for the tie. Way off, out of bounds.
Yeah, watch this move. Just super ball heavy. Playing the passing lanes right there. Watch her go right, left to right, behind the back. Beautiful. Only a freshman, too.
Timeout taken here by Champlin Park. Well, that's a busy week for Maple Grove postseason. We get girls basketball tonight, boys basketball section opener tomorrow, and then Thursday, Section 5AA champion Maple Grove boys hockey team opens play in the state tournament at the XL Energy Center. They will take on Edina Thursday at approximately 1 p.m. at the X. Play them in the very first game of the season in our CCX Turkey Trot tournament. Same night as the Prep Bowl. Led that game 5-2, lost 6-5 in overtime. Guys haven't forgotten that. And they also know that was also game one, and now it's 3 months later.
Yep.
You can't take a lot from that game into what's happening or what might happen on Thursday. But they certainly enjoyed their section championship the other night and their 3rd straight trip to the state tournament.
I'll tell you what, I graduated in '98, John, from Eden Prairie, and something right now that has never changed. It is so fun to beat Edina, right? So I know Maple Grove fans, get down there, support your Crimson, and that should be a great atmosphere. State hockey tournament, such a great event in Minnesota.
Edina really playing some good hockey down the stretch. 4 straight shutouts to end The one to end the regular season and 3 straight in the section playoff.
And you know what? They're always good. They're
Yeah.
always there. They get a great program, and how many great talents have come through there that are making a lot of money in the NHL right now. So it should be a fun one. And I always cheer for our area to do really well in the state tournament.
Flick to the basket. The drive isn't finished, but we'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, when she's able to get ahead of steam like that, especially get to her left, she becomes so hard to guard.
Fouls on Counts. That's just her second. 14 fouls on the Rebels here in the second half. Flick missing on her first free throw attempt of the night. Second one, a lot of rim, but no basket. Corman, the offensive rebound. Open 3 for Hogue. Back iron, not good. Rebounded by Counts. Counts will hand off. Pates trying to get it down low, and a good job by Cassette, stepping in front of Tolentino to get the steal.
Yeah, just about a half-second late on that pass, or it would have been great.
Quick driving on Pates, shot around, that's not good, and rebounded by Counts.
And again, a great move, a great look. That kind of 3 to 5 foot on the spin move, coming back to her strong hand. Got a good look, just can't get anything to fall.
What did Coach Cook say? I don't know what our shooting percentage is, under 5 feet, but it's not good.
But as a coach, you like those shots,
Yes,
right? I mean,
absolutely.
that's what you want. You want your best players getting high percentage shots. For whatever reason, they're just not falling tonight yet.
Counts way off on that 3. Well, they've had opportunities, but Champlin Park unable to get a tie here. In the second half, it's out of bounds. Turned over by, nope, still with Maple Grove.
Well, I'll tell you too, with Coach Cook, with Maple Grove, if they're able to escape tonight with the way they've shot, that's a positive too, right? We won not playing our best, and we won by defense, and you can see that's coaching right there. Kennedy Click, you can tell, is frustrated that she's not getting those shots, and coach is telling her, keep your head up. We need you. We need you. You're gonna make those eventually. Keep shooting them.
Hogue left corner, guarded by Bates. Goes into the lane, back out, overski 3 is good.
You know what's funny is she gave up a good shot for a great shot. And Overski, remember, she went to the free throw line a couple minutes ago. Saw those go in that time. Not easy. She was kind of backpedaling, but still got her legs into it, knocks it down. And her threes really get Maple Grove going.
Odie, another steal. Oh, too strong. And the foul up by Hogue, not good. Champlin Park has numbers the other way. Bates. Crimson get back defensively on Hogue with the foul on Counts. There's no continuation, so that basket won't count. Right?
Well, that's a big possession there, because that could have gone to Maple Grove with an 8-point lead instead. The missed layups coming back down a foul. So Champlin Park, just when it looks like Maple Grove might be starting to edge away, Champlin Park so far tonight has found another gear to stay in it and get a big basket or a big stop.
Loaded back into the game for the Rebels. Counts gets fouled.
You know, both these guards for Champlin Park, they're tough. Kayla Counts and Alicia Bates. You know, and you can throw Nicole Lillard in there as well.
Fouls on Ava Cassette, her first, 13 foul on Maple Grove. Non-shooting foul, Cassette knocking the entry pass out of bounds. Bates to Pate, who turns around and scores. Mariah Pates, the sophomore, first basket tonight.
I'll tell you about with her length, John, if she can turn and face like that, you're not going to block that jump shot. If she's able to knock that down, she becomes extremely hard to guard.
Just 4 bench points tonight for Champlin Park, but that was a big one. Cassette answers with a 3 in her first basket.
Well, shooting sometimes can become contagious. Overski knocks one down. That time Cassette knocks one down.
Cassette gets a hand on this one, but Lillard gets the ball in the backcourt. Getting hands in those passing lanes. Ryan, creating turnovers. Pates this time off the mark, out of bounds. Click and Cans back in. And Bates back in. Or, excuse me, John back in at that whistle. 40-33, Maple Grove with the lead and the basketball with under 7 minutes to go here in the section semifinals. Spin by Click, back out. Cans hits.
I love that. Kennedy Click could have taken a tough contested shot there off the spin. Instead, drew the help, saw Emma Cans wide open. And how about Emma Cans tonight with some big, big baskets for Maple Grove.
Defending here on John, who missed the shot. Rebounded by Cassette, and here's Click. Trying to get it to Odie. Not a great pass, but ended up getting the ball to her anyway. And then the deflection, and Champlin Park gets the steal and we get a backcourt foul. Fouls on Cassette. It's her second. And I think not a bad foul there. Rendered break the other way for Champlin Park.
But you hear the term in basketball so often, John, it's active hands, right? You feel like that's kind of coach speak, like what does it really mean? Well, that's what it means, right? Sometimes you're not in the right position. Sometimes you're out of place. But if you have those active hands and you can get deflections and tips, you can really make up a lot of ground on defense. Champlin Park, very active hands tonight.
Champlin Park using a timeout here. Rankings in Class 4A. Hopkins remains at number 1, just the one loss to Sidwell and Friends of Washington, D.C. Back in January, Eden Prairie number 2, Chaska at 3, Minnetonka at 4, STMA at 5. As Ryan mentioned, the team that Maple Grove does not have to play in the postseason anymore. Wayzata at 6. Maple Grove, Shakopee, Rogers, Rosemont rounding out the top 10. Great season for the Rogers Royals. 26-2 on the year.
What about that late conference with 4 of the top 6 teams in the state? I mean, that is just a brutal, brutal conference.
And we'll see Wayzata and Hopkins Thursday night on CCX at the Lindbergh Center.
What do you think, John? You think Wayzata can finally break through? Or do you think
it's a tough ask. Not impossible, but they got to play their absolute A game and hope Hopkins is off a little bit.
I was thinking about that matchup, and I think the only way Wayzata can win is if Mara Braun is extremely aggressive and has a 35-40 point game, right?
Yep.
They need that, but it should be fun. It's always fun. They always seem to play close games when we do them.
Which you have 37 against Maple Grove in the TV game we did early in the year, so certainly capable of doing that.
The problem is with Hopkins is, they have so much talent that if 1 or 2 players have an off game, you still have 2 other major Division I players that can step up. You know what I mean? So there's another active hands and deflections.
The defense by Maple Grove, and Cassette driving, and a great recovery and close by Lillard to get the block.
And Cassette with a great move, and that's where, when I coached and worked out with guys, we always taught them, put the ball in front of you. If you finish that ball in front of you, see how she kind of brought it back a little bit, allowed the defender to get to it from behind. If you use your body and can finish with a little finger roll in front of you.
Over ski for 3, and this one not good. Cassette goes spilling to the floor, but I think she's going to get the foul.
If you're Coach Cook, you just love that effort, don't you? Someone flying to the basket there. Great effort.
It's her 3rd foul. 5 team fouls now here at Maple Grove. Neither team in the bonus. We're just over 5 minutes to play in the second half. Rebels got to within 1, but now down 9. The biggest lead for Maple Grove here in the second half. Another turnover for the Rebels. Good job by Cassette. Get hands on it and get the steal.
And we've seen that they're really playing the passing lanes a little bit better here in the second half, getting hands on it, getting steals, deflections. Champlin Park needs to find a way to get a basket on that end of the floor.
Odie drives and misses the shot. Cans, rebounds, and scores.
Well, what makes that play, even though she missed that, Odie driving like that brought Izzy John over to try to get the block. And what happens is that frees up Emma Cans for the offensive rebound. And she has been absolutely huge tonight offensively.
3-ball missed by Valentino. And now an 11-point Maple Grove lead. So we're 4 minutes to go. Cans with 14 points in this game. 6 in the first half, 8 in the second.
Yeah, more than double her season average. And when they've struggled to score the ball tonight, she's really been the one positive for them.
Click can't finish. Back comes Counts. And he squeezed through 2 defenders. Does. Ends up with the ball again and then got it back to Izzy John, who scores.
Well, I love how Michaela Counts stayed with it. She could have given up on that play, instead fought for it, retained the ball, and found her teammate, Izzy John, who also had a nice game tonight.
Grove can be patient here unless they get a good look, and there they do. A little wide open lane to the basket.
See how quick that was? I love that. She kind of waited for the defense to clear through, and just one quick burst, and she was at the rim. Nice move.
Lob into John, and Cans blocks it.
That's a heck of a battle right there between those two. Both of them contesting everything, block shots, physical. It's been a good matchup to watch.
Maple Grove in control with under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, this is where you're content taking some time off the clock. You want to spread the defense out, and if you can get a layup, you take it. Otherwise, no bad shots.
Overskiel handoff to Odie. And back out comes Quick, and Maricopa takes time out.
I think right now, if you're Coach Cook, you're thinking, hey, let's spread them out. Let's take 20, 30, 40 seconds off the clock if we can. And if we're going to shoot, it's going to be a great shot. It's going to be a layup. Otherwise, we're going to make them come out and guard us, contest us, and maybe end up fouling us.
Ryan, regardless for Maple Grove, this is their last home game. Yep. And so for a senior, even if you win tonight, it's still a little bit emotional if you've played so many games here in the gym, and the practices will still continue, but your last game action is your neutral floor on Thursday.
You know, I'm 42 now, John. I can remember, I started as a sophomore. We went to the state tournament. We got 3rd place. But I remember the end of that year thinking, I still got 2 years left, right? And everyone says it goes fast. I mean, in a blink of an eye, your high school career is done. And I was lucky enough, I got to play major college football and basketball. I got to play professionally and had some great experiences, but there's nothing like high school sports and playing with your friends, girls and guys that you've grown up with. We've had great camera shots of the crowd here tonight. You have, your whole school, your teachers, your families, your friends' families here watching you. There's just nothing will ever replace this. And so, you just want to make the most of it. I always tell young kids, make the most of every game, because it really is. Look at that great crowd. And
yeah, it's a really nice crowd here tonight for Tuesday night.
And, win or lose, you just want to leave it all out there. But it does. It goes so fast, and nothing will ever be just like this.
Drive with the basket by Overski, missed it, and rebounded by Pates. And now it's Bates head into the front court. Tolentino has a clear lane to the basket, missed the shot. Counts, rebounds up and in. Counts with 8 points in the second half, 11 total in the game.
Yeah, she's had a nice game.
2 minutes to go. And a backcourt foul as Click goes hard to the floor. Foul on Lillard. Still only 5 team fouls, so Champlin Park's got to do that a couple more times to try to get the possession of the ball again.
Well, you wonder, too, if Champlin Park won't pick up full court, but maybe incorporate a trap or something here, try to get a turnover. See if you can steal a possession.
Odie handing it back to Click, who's safely in the front court now. Click drives the basket and scores. Great body control right on that one.
Got to her left. She's so good going to her left. And kind of just sidestepped the defender there. Nice move.
Counts, pull up, missed. Loose ball. Overski had it. Gets tied up by Tolentino.
Oh, you're going to foul.
Well, I think you're right. Yep. So Tolentino picks up her first. And that's an inbound for Maple Grove. Set back in for the Crimson.
But I think, Maple Grove, John, what makes them dangerous, especially when they get to the state tournament, is they have solid guard play. They can handle the ball. They have normally really good shooters, right, that are making their shots. And I think you throw in Ari Gordon and Emma Cans, they got solid post play too. Yeah. So they kind of got it all, so they can play any style and with any team. And that's going to make them dangerous come tournament time.
Great pass and a great cut. Quick to Odie.
That's the key. You spread them out on offense like that, and you keep moving. You're going to get an open look. Beautiful pass, and Jordan Odie, another basket. She's had a really nice all-around game tonight.
Timeout for Champlin Park. 57.5 seconds to go. So for the Rebels, for the Len tonight, 11-16 record. In Maple Grove, this will be win number 20 in a row.
That is pretty impressive to win 20 games in a row, no matter how good you are. To not, falter against someone. A couple of close games in there. I mean, that is very, very impressive. And as a coach, you love that consistency.
Kyla Nygaard, a senior, he entered the lineup for the first time.
Yeah, going to
Cordia Moorhead
next
year to play
basketball and golf. Great two-sport athlete. I encourage all young players to play golf if they can. How about that? Is that Lillard for three?
Yeah, it's Bates. Knocking it down.
Yeah. Champlin Park, John, is three of those away from making this a really close game.
Hogue and knocked out of bounds by Bates. Yeah, golf's a great sport, isn't it? I don't play it well, but
it's fun. You can compete, and it's something you can do your whole life without, wrecking your knees and your hips.
Right.
And, just a great sport.
And you're outside in the summer in Minnesota. It's better than being outside in the winter, in my opinion.
Yes.
Not everybody agrees with that. 20 seconds to go. Nygaard will hand it off to Overski and we'll get a foul. Overski will go to the line. Now they're 1-1.
What did Overski have? Did she have 3 threes tonight or just two?
Just two.
The one in the first and one in the second.
And now 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So she'll be under her season average. But, you take a win where your top scorer is not necessarily on or getting your shot to go, and you're still advancing here with a double-digit win.
Yeah, I think your Maple Grove, Kennedy Click well under her season average, Overski under hers, Ari Gordon well under hers. Emma Cans really picked it up. Jordan Odie had a good game. And I thought Ava Cassette gave him some good minutes too off the bench.
Sydney Young getting some final seconds in for Champlin Park, number 20 for the Rebels. Shot missed by Counts, and that will do it. And Maple Grove advances to the section championship with a 52-40 win over Champlin Park. Wasn't always easy, Ryan, certainly at all, but they get the win.
And I think it's exactly what Coach Cook thought, right? That hey, if we play well, we should win this, but we're not overlooking Champlin Park because they came to play and they competed. And they have some tough kids. They played great defense, I thought. And if a couple more shots fall, John, this might be a completely different outcome to this game. But a really physical, well-played game, especially defensively, I thought, by both teams.
Again, that section championship game coming up Thursday. Maple Grove pushing their record to 24-0. They did not lose a conference game all season, and you see some of the heartache. It's the Rebels lose, and this is it for them.
Yeah, it's an icky feeling. You see the tears when you know it's finally over. It's a sad feeling, and you feel for those seniors. But I'll tell you what, I think Champlin Park can leave those seniors knowing they fought their heart out. They played as hard as they could, and that's something you can always be proud of.
Yeah, definitely did not go down easily tonight and fought this number 1 team hard for almost all 36 minutes.
Yep.
Allie Mosley's got a couple of Happy Crimson players with her. Let's go down to her now.
Yeah, guys, I've got Jordan and Emma here. We're going to start with Jordan. Jordan, this was a close, intense game really throughout this entire one. What did it take for you guys down the stretch to come off with this W?
Oh my gosh, so much. We just needed to grind, like literally bite down on defense and just get the dub. I don't even know, just make layups. Yeah, I mean.
You talk about that defense. We saw you force multiple turnovers tonight. Talk about that defensive effort out of your team.
I think in the start we were just a little slow, but we picked it up very fast, and then we were able to get stops on defense and turn it into points on offense.
Champlin Park has an unrelenting defense. How are you guys able to manage that throughout this one?
Honestly, just attacking their pressure. That's what Cook told us to do, and when we did it, we got layups out of it.
Very impressive performance by you tonight on both ends of the ball. We're going to switch it over now to Emma Kranz. Emma, you average 6 points a game. Tonight, you're the leading scorer for your team. What sparked that offensive performance from you?
I think it's just like our game plan was to get it to whoever's open, and the last 2 games I played them, I didn't have very good games, and just tonight I just had to finish and just be strong with the ball.
What does that say about your team to have this depth? We've talked about this a lot throughout the season. To have this depth where sometimes some of these other players didn't have as high of an offensive performance tonight.
It's just, you got to trust your teammates. It's all about trust. We worked so hard over the season, and it just shows that we can go and play with almost anyone and just be strong with it and just be able to continue our season. We have to be able to trust each other to go further.
You're the 7th ranked team in the state. You advanced to the section championship. Not sure yet if you're playing Roseville or Spring Lake Park, but where is the confidence level of this team at this point?
I think it's pretty high. If we come out and play the game, we know how to play. It'll be a good game to watch either way. We knew this game was going to be one of the hardest in our section because we beat them twice in the regular season already, and it's hard to beat a team a 3rd time. So our confidence needs to be up, and we just need to be strong and just trust each other.
Battle tested for sure. Congrats on a great performance tonight, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Jordan Odie and Emma Kranz, both in double figures, and it's true. You get players that aren't on their game necessarily scoring-wise tonight, but then you get other players that they'll step up, and that's what Emma Kranz did especially. And she played well on both ends of the floor, I thought.
She really did. She had a battle against Izzy tonight. They were going at it, but that's why it's a team game, right? And if you got balance, you got to have different people step up throughout the game. And I'll tell you what, if you've won 20 games in a row, you've had multiple people step up for different games. So hats off to Maple Grove. They're battling on to the finals. And again, if you're Champlin Park, I think you keep your head held up high. You guys competed tonight like crazy.
Ryan, before we go, we're going to wish good luck to the Delano Tigers boys basketball. Your son Max will get his first playoff game Wednesday night.
Yeah, and if he wants to sleep inside the house, he better not miss any free throws or open threes, or it's going to be a long winter for him the rest of the year. So we'll give it our best shot. Thanks, Johnny.
We'll see you Thursday at the Lindbergh Center. That will do it for our telecast tonight here on CCX. For Ryan Iverson, Allie Mosley, and all of our terrific crew, I'm John Jacobson. Maple Grove advances to the section final. They win it tonight over Champlin Park. 52-40, our final.